Hello my viewers, Mama Yao here. I'm back and I want us to talk about a different topic. I think we like talked about weight loss and we exhausted everything. Anybody with any question can always come to my inbox. Today I'm going to give you my number. That's my phone number, my mobile phone number. And there are so many things that we need to talk about that concern our health. Picking those specific points that are a concern, and I want to talk about them in points. After every topic, I'm going to do a live chat with everyone. You will be with me, those who will be online, and we will share. So today I want to talk about depression. But before I do this, kindly, I request that we all subscribe, share, and like. You can also comment and then hit on the notification bell for future notifications in case we upload anything new. So depression is about being sad. You feel you're down. That's depression. It's nothing hard to describe about depression. Now, what causes depression in a person? This is what is very important, and so that we have to avoid this, ndio to depressed. First thing is there is this being unemployed for a long time. You want to meet your daily needs, you want to eat, you want to feed your family, you want to feed yourself, you want to make them meet everything, but you have no money to meet all those. So in the process, you have to ensure that they are meeting, but you don't have the money to do this. It leads to inflation. So in the process, you go down. Down means here, you get sad. Most of the time, you are thinking about them. So another thing is that you are in an abusive and maybe, let me say, a relationship that you are not happy with. It's not a caring relationship. So such kind of things can make you go sad. If you're in a marriage, and maybe let me not go so much into a marriage, but you're in a relationship with a partner that you're not happy with, you don't want to introduce that partner to your relatives, you don't want that partner to be known anywhere, you don't want that partner, like you want to keep it a top secret to yourself, and maybe because you're not comfortable with that relationship, that one, trust me, is going to lead you into depression. Better be in an open relationship. However poor it is, your happiness comes first and the rest follows. So if you are happy and the relationship is making you feel happy, then you go ahead. Now there's this thing of being alone most of the time, or you get isolated. You may be isolated for several reasons. You may be isolated maybe because of medical condition, or you may isolate yourself because of maybe your own conduct. You are somebody who has had so many issues before, like you've had cases of, maybe, I don't want to be specific, like I want to use rape, or you've been a victim of other circumstances that are not accepted in your society. So those are some of the things that can make you isolate yourself so that people don't meet you. Or you are sick, a kind of disease that it's not appreciated in your, like, their conditions. Like before, not now. Before, people used to think when you're HIV positive, you're promiscuous, you're somebody who has multiple partners, but in the real sense, you're not. So the point here is, when you are in isolation, you get depressed very easily. Can you try to be with people, and be with people who understand you? Don't be with people who will be judging you wrongly. Get my point clear here? Now, also there's also prolonged work stress. Some of us work in work environments whereby when you are on duty, you are just depressed. You are totally, the work is depressing, the clients you're serving, and also the bosses are on your neck, you understand me? So all these things can lead you into depression. Now, what are the symptoms of being depressed? I want to simplify them into a very fast kind of clarification. Like, if you change your eating habit, you may be depressed. You've been eating a lot, and then all of a sudden you start eating very little or not at all. Or if you've been eating, you've not been eating, you start eating too much, or like you want to eat from time to time. That one is a concern of depression. Another thing is that you keep having suicidal ideas. You feel you are dead. You feel that you are better dead than being alive. That is another thing. Another thing that is, you feel all the time you're fatigued, you're tired, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to get engaged in any activity. That one is a sign of depression. That's so on the third one. When you want to, okay, The changes in the people never sleep at night, and it was never that before. So if you're a person who spends like up to late night until maybe 11, and then you find yourself of late you want to sleep as early as 7, something's a concern. And if you're somebody who sleeps early, then all of a sudden you like want to sleep at 11 or 1, 2, there is a problem, and there is also a concern. And when you're with people, you feel you have a low self-esteem, you feel unworthy. That feeling unworthy, or the unworthiness kind of feeling, is also a sign of depression. When you also unajua kuna watu, when there is a case in their facility or in the workplace or in whatever they do, they will always feel guilt, even if it's not them who caused that, whatever that is happening there. So when you feel that you have that kind of feeling, that you're always guilty in everything that is happening in your workplace, or rather home, or wherever you are, then be sure you are depressed, but you don't know these things. I'm only trying to eliminate, to educate all of us, so that we eliminate all signs of depression without judging anybody and negatively for this matter. Now, if you have been a fast moving person and all of a sudden you want like to move very slowly, there is a problem with your lifestyle. So you need to know that you are also getting depressed. So when you also have an inability to settle, you like have a relationship, you want to settle down, and then all of a sudden unafika ile time umefika juu, you want to go back to zero. You are no longer in a relationship and you don't understand this. That's a sign of depression, but you may not know. I can use other examples for the same, but that one I think feels good for these things. Like you want to move slowly, like if there is a function that you have been maybe invited, you want to act like, I don't want to come, but you really want to come. So that is also a sign of depression. I want us to also understand that I want us to have self-diagnosis of ourselves, so that we can seek medical attention. It doesn't go far, because depression is really a psychological condition. I can call it a psychiatric condition. That's why we call it medically, and we have to curb this out of our facilities, or rather our community. Now, there's also you get easily agitated. Like somebody says something very little, and then the person may not be meaning bad or evil, but then you have already judged and you are already agitated. You're sad, you're mad, you want to like judge everyone else. That means you are in depression and you don't understand that you are depressed. Now, most of the depressed patients end up losing weight. That's the kind of depression that I hate most, because these are people who think too much and they think things that may never help them. Now, before I finish, I want to, okay, this is the first time I'm doing this topic, and we may do more in future, and I feel I don't want to talk too much about the same. Maybe I want to talk lastly about the types of depression. It's too medical to explain to everybody. However, I'm going to highlight them, and I will talk on the main ones that I found within our communities that are very common. Types of depressions. I have 9 types. They are up to 12, but I want to talk about 9 of them. Now, the first one is major depressive disorders, that we call them MDD medically. These are the conditions. These are people who are in depression real. It's the primary disease that they're diagnosed with, from the word major. Then there's persistent depressive disorder. It goes, it comes. It goes, it comes. You give medication, it goes. Medication is stopped, it comes. There's bipolar mood disorder. Bipolar mood disorder, these are very funny kind of people, and you can, trust me, you can enjoy staying with them. These are the people who will like, today you've had a deal with them, you're happy with them, you want, like tomorrow you want to even build a house with them. Tomorrow you meet them, they even don't want to greet you. They don't know you. So understand them. It's not their wish. It's something that is because of the condition that they are going through, and they may not understand this. For your information, most of these depressed patients never know that they are sick. They have any condition that is medical or needs a medical attention. So for this matter, you need to understand them. Bipolar simply means sometimes they are very happy, sometimes they are very low. So understand them. Another thing is about premenstrual dysphoric disorder. This is women wanaelewa hii maneno. This is about the time people are in their bad days. We call them before you get to menses. Mood goes. And then there is this seasonal affective disorder. The time there is something that is causing that depression, like matanga, maybe workplace problems, such like. So it's seasonal. It's not permanent. There's atypical depression. This is not like major. Atypical is the opposite of major. And then there is psychotic depression. People who are already in drugs for psychiatric cases, but then they get depressed within. Get my point? Lastly, okay, second last, you can talk about peripartum and postpartum depression. Okay, most of these women, when they go through labor pains is terrible. So these mothers, once they go through this let me say deliveries that are very hectic, like a mother delivers maybe 2 babies, she expected 1, or she gives birth to a 4 kg baby, she expected 2.2 kg, and then the mother has to go through very strange procedures to get the baby. This one can end the mother, or during also delivery the family neglects the mother or the father of the baby or the family, then the mother keeps on struggling on her own. This will mean that this mother is going to get into depression, thinking about how she is going to take care of this baby. Is the family going to accept her? Are they going to give her any support? And she will end up in medical condition that is called puerperopsychosis. This is a psychosis that comes when somebody has delivered or is about to deliver until like some weeks, like 6 weeks after delivery. Then there's situational. That's when I think I talked about it. Now I want to stop here. And then so that next time, depression is such a broad kind of topic, so that in my next time, before I receive your questions in written, so the next time I talk about the other conditions, so we're going to this depression has not been exhausted. We've not talked about the management and what can we do to curb all this. Nevertheless, I still have a very good plan to go through this, so never feel tired of contacting me. For those who are interested in calling me, you can call me through 0726 045 153. You will always get me, and contact me now on the professional grounds, and maybe you want to understand more about something. I will always respond to this. For this time, I want to accept everybody, and thanks for taking your time to listen to me. Can we share this message broadly? God bless us all. Thank you.